Good morning all. In this today video's lecture, we are going to be learn in mechanical vibration, that is equivalent stiffness of spring combination. So what is the equivalent stiffness, particularly in the spring combination, right? In this case, I am going to be taking the two types of examples for the equivalent spring stiffness constant. First one is the springs in parallel condition. The second one is the springs in series condition. In the springs in parallel conditions, there we can see here the spring system and the mass is going to be attached. In this case, the axis of these members of the spring is going to be parallel to each other. But when it comes to the springs in series conditions, the axis, that means the springs are going to be existed in the same line, so in the longitudinal axis, and one after one they are going to be connected. But they are going to be connected in this parallel connection, one next to another. So then we can see here how we can derive the equivalent stiffness for this kind of two cases. So for this one, I have taken the two springs K1 and the K2 are going to be the stiffness of the spring 1 and stiffness of the spring 2. And similarly, then KE I am going to be calling as the equivalent stiffness of the system. The next one, X1 is the deflection of the spring 1, and that X2 is the deflection of the spring 2, and next one, X is the total deflection of the spring. So these are the some terminologies we are using for the derivation of this equivalent stiffness of the spring constants. So in this case, what will happen? So these are the two springs and the mass is attached to the system. Once it is going to be attached to the mass, then I am going to give the initial displacement in the downward direction. For my convenience, I was applied the force F in the downward direction. Then what happened? The spring is going to be started to elongating and started to move in the new position. Once if I remove this force, then what will happen? The spring is going to be started to oscillate from its mean position to the new positions in the above and the below. That means to and fro motion it is going to be generated. That force is applied and it is shifted to this position. Once I remove the force, then it will going to swing back and coming. That means the strain energy stored inside the spring and converted to kinetic energy, and then again converting into the strain energy and kinetic energy. This is kind of the energy conversion will go, and these vibrations are going to be continuously. So in this case, what we need to observe here, the deflection of the spring 1 and deflection of the spring 2. Right? And here I am going to be giving the definition. The deflection of individual spring is equal to the deflection of the system. What is system here? This is totally called the system. And what is the definition? The deflection of the individual springs, that means X1 and X2, is equal to the deflection of the system. So, and the same thing we are going to say in other terminologies, the total force acting on that system is equal to the sum of the individual springs, right? The total force acting on that system is equal to the individual springs. So I am going to be writing this in terms of the numericals, that means mathematically I am going to be writing this equation. The deflection of the individual springs means X1 and X2, that I am writing here. X1 that is equal to X2 is equal to the X, right? That is the deflection of the individual spring. So that is X1. And that is the spring 1 that is equal to the spring 2 that is equal to the total deflection of the system. So that's going to be right. Now what is the next definition we do have? The total force acting on the system. The total force acting on the system that is equal to the sum of the individual springs, that I am writing F1 plus F2. Right? Now I am going to be taking this equation, that is the total force is equal to the summation of the individual springs forces. So that as we know that the F is going to be the total force, that I am going to be writing the KE into X, right? That's equal to F1 is equal to, what is the formula we do have? K1 X1 plus K2 X2. Right? So as we know that X1 is equal to X2 is equal to X. And in this case, X1, X2 will going to be cancelled. Then finally, the same equation I am writing, that is the KE is equal to K1 plus K2. This KE is called the equivalent stiffness of the spring when they are connected in parallel. Right? I hope you understand this definition. Right? So next, if you go for this springs in series, then what is the equivalent springness we are going to be calculating? So the springs in parallel conditions, that we derived that equation Ke is equal to K1 plus K2, that is the individual spring stiffness constant is equal to the that is the equivalent spring constant. So in this case, the spring is going to be Widerham and the mass. That means the total K1 and K2 that we converted into the single spring and the mass is attached. This is going to be the equivalent spring constant. When it comes to the springs in series condition, there we can observe here, this is going to be the spring 1 and this is the spring 2. They are connected one to the same series in connection. So then how we are going to be defined? In this case, what will happen? We apply the force on the system. So that is going to be the force F I applied on this one. So then as we know that it started to elongating and deflecting in another position. That is going to be the M. So then, how we are going to be deriving here? What is the total deflection in this spring? Is it going to be the same like of the parallel? It's not going to be. So then what will happen here? The total deflection of the spring is equal to the summation of the springs of the individual. That is going to be x1 plus x2. That is x is equal to x1 plus x2. Then what will happen here? The forces acting on this one, the total force F is equal to F1, that is equal to F2. That means the total force acting on that system is equal to the individual forces acting on that member. But when it comes to the deflection, the total deflection x is equal to the summation of the deflections in x1 and x2. Right? So then, how I am going to be writing this equation in a form? Right? And this one I am going to be writing what is the x value we are going to be taking here. So that I am going to be, as we know that the force is equal to stiffness into deflection. So F is equal to, what is the formula we are going to write it here? So F is equal to K into X. X is equal to what I am going to writing? F by K. Similarly, X1 is equal to F1 by K1. Similarly, X2 is equal to F2 by K2. So these equations, these x1 and x2, I am substituting in this total deflection. So that's going to be F by equivalent spring, that is equal to F1 by K1, that is equal to F2 by K2. That's going to be this. So then what is the final equation from this one? 1 by Ke is equal to 1 by K1 with 1 by K2. This is going to be the equivalent stiffness of the spring when the springs are connected in the series. Right? I hope we can understand here. And in the summary of this topic here is, we are deriving the equivalent stiffness of the spring combination. The first combination is the parallel springs. Second one is going to be the springs are connected in the series. So there we can see this is going to be spring 1 and spring 2 and the mass is attached. Then we converted into the single spring, that is called the equivalent spring we have developed by this mathematical equation. In this case, what will happen? The total deflection of the spring, that is equal to the deflection of the individual springs. That is going to be x1 is equal to x2 is equal to the x. But when it comes to the force applied, that is going to be the total force is equal to, that is equal to F1 plus F2, means the total force is equal to the summation of the individual springs, individual spring forces. So Ke is equal to K1 plus K2. And the springs in series conditions, what will happen? The total deflection of the spring system is equal to the sum of the individual springs deflections, x1 plus x2. So, but the force is equal to the total force acting on the system is equal to individual forces. F1 is equal to F2. So that I am taking this is the force is equal to K into x, x1 and x2, and finally I am substituting in this equation that I got it 1 by K is equal to 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2. So in this way we are going to be calculating the equivalent stiffness of the springs.